for both
That's
sides.
right.
For Red Reindeers, Super Elmer, great artist by the way. I was actually looking at his page earlier. Nakatuwa. Check mo na ba?
Yeah, I think I have
Yeah.
already. Yeah, before the game
Parang,
started.
actually kanina ko lang rin nalaman na siya pala yung gumagawa ng art na nakikita ko yung nagtitrending sa social media. So,
May mga hidden talents.
yeah, exactly.
Na dapat talaga broadcast sa mga.
Meanwhile, aside from Super Elmer, of course, syempre kasama natin ang ating pit gamer na si Eruption and of course, Mag-Girl representing the Rumble Royale community, Susie Sar.
Woo, give it up,
Sorry,
Susie
Sar.
Sar. And of course, on the side of Silent Knights, we have Mika Daime, no streamer. Also, Doggy the Dog, my man. And the very beautiful Alyssa Lau.
Yes, so there you go. Syempre, after talking about our personalities, let's go ahead and check out the picks so far. Bands though, no surprise, Malak gonna be taken away from Doggy. Respect that.
Nakita mo naman kanina, the games that Malok provides, ang ganda ng, gusto ko yung, if you'll notice, the team that picks Malok ends up winning
Pretty
most
much.
of the time. So, very good band there. Respect band, I like that. And finally, Violet gets... Ito naman si Violet, 100% win, finally gets banned out.
Yes.
And this is gonna be just a great, better match, I think, so far.
You know, our players, they can definitely take it home. I mean,
I think so. And right now, rounding compositions here on the side of RR, we have that Alice for the damage, for the magic damage support. You have Arthur flanking, Wukong for tanking, and Slims for chasing in the jump.
well balanced. I like the drafts coming in from both sides. Talagang ready sila sa pagpakaramdam.
This is this is gonna show who's really leading, and it's gonna sort of prelude what's gonna happen at December 30th in the finals.
Indeed. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and do a quick review of the composition for RR. Slims, Alice, Arthur, Zephys, and Wukong. Meanwhile, para naman dito sa Silent Knights, Fennec, one of our more recently released heroes, Chognar, Thane, Tara, as well as Nako. Is it gonna be the Dark Knight? Ano ba talaga, Doggy?
Wow, Nina. I like it. Instead of going for the more show-off, showboaty kind of picks, they really want to win this. They pick like a super tanky team, comparatively.
True.
You have four. I would consider Chognar support, but he plays more of a tank role, if anything.
Yeah.
Like, he can front for a lot of champions and also provide that protection, that chaos protection that allows like some sort of respite from CC. And a lot of the problem with this composition is I like it super tanky, right? With Fennec on the back.
Yeah.
But what if Fennec gets focused down?
That's the tricky part right there. But then again, it is our boy Inside Place that's on this
Yeah,
marksman.
boy.
Pero, yun natin kung makapag-flex ba siya ng muscles for this game.
No, seeing Fennec as a really slippery character as well, we will have to see. Will he be able to take advantage of the wall of tanks in front of him and pick off the compositions that RR has to offer?
And of course, syempre, sa bagong tutok lang, you could actually watch the final game, our Game 6, at two different social media sites. Of course, our Facebook Live, which is live right now at fb.com/GarenaAOVPH, and of course, sa ating YouTube link, which is gaming.youtube.com/pagegarena/live. And man, I'm really raring to get into this kasi ito talaga yung tunay na bakbakan between our two-star teams who have proved themselves worthy of going 2-0. Pero sino ang mababahira ng record?
Let's see, bro. So we're gonna get into a pause right now. So let's talk about the composition that they are running right now. So RR, I like it better because so far, for me, my pick is RR on this time because they kind of balance everything out with Wukong on the side to flank for everyone else, while Arthur is in the brunt of the... I mean, they have this composition in front of them in their minds, and they really want to execute it. And on the side of SK naman, the power of their composition is they're really safe. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's really difficult to kill this composition that SK has, but let's see. Because even if you are tanky, if you don't have enough items, it's not going to do you much.
True.
So right now, RR opts for an invade on the Might Golem and Doggy is just having a hard time. 5 members.
Whoa.
Doggy has to use his talent. He gets away, and on the bottom side of the map, SK just tries to do the same, and I think they end up getting another minion as well. So I think a small victory there in favor of SK.
Yeah, let's go ahead and see though. 3 members of SK leaning towards this bot side. So again, with this game here thus far, syempre, within the first few minutes, you want to have as much control over the Abyssal Dragon as possible. Kasi ito yung isa sa key objectives that could actually propel the difference in terms of goal. Gaya nga ng sinasabi ko kanina through games past, it's not really a kills that manifest in terms of the goal difference. It's mostly objectives through Abyssal Dragon, through Spirit Sentinel, through even turrets taken earlier on. So let's go ahead and see though. Looks like Super Helmer gonna go in onto Mika Diamond. Alisa just gonna shove him away. Meanwhile, here comes Roller. Unfortunately, does not get the connect on his skill shot. Susar gets a little bit of CC locked, but no follow-up.
Okay, so I don't know. I'm not a fan of what SK is doing with the Fane and the Taara on the same lane. It's they're not getting as much of an advantage as they should, because it's really difficult to have. This is like what happened earlier with the double melee composition on the bottom side of the map. You don't really get optimum CS and harass potential. So that's something that SK is losing in. But of course, they are gaining a lot with supporting Inzai on this Fennec. Right now, something is about to happen on that side.
Vindicate goes full collapse onto Inzai Place. Inzai Place, will he manage to escape? So that's one more attack. And Roller indeed gets that auto attack. First blood for Red Reindeers, but looks like the reversal is going to come in from the Silent Knights. They're going full collapse onto Eruption and Vindicate. Are they be able to run away? That is the question. Leather tries to go for the slow onto Eruption, but Eruption gets a dashes away. Vindicate tries to go in for the kill, but bites off more than he could do potentially, and he will be going down as Leather ends it in a 1-for-2.
Oh, they're not actually. They're trying to exit, but right now, Suzy Sor is on the chase. Will he be able to do anything right now? Oh, Lever, really good on that. He is disrupting so much, but the heals are coming in from RR, and of course, Roller for the backup. He takes down Doggy, and will he be able to chase the Charger? That is actually not, but meanwhile, SK wants revenge. Inzai goes in for Roller, but there is not really much that they can do because they're under attack. Oh, the burst! Inzai just used his ultimate and was able to almost burst out Slims. Wow, that was super close.
Grabe. Sunod-sunod yung bakit nangyayari.
Surprisingly.
But still, 2-for-3 right now, and goal difference slightly leaning towards Silent Knights. Nothing, di pa siya masyadong significant.
Di pa naman, yeah. So far, so good.
So,
pero so far, RR is, I think, inching slowly back into the game. They're starting to realize their compositions because most of their members, they're starting to hit level 4, which is of course where you get access to your ultimate, and you can fully utilize your composition when that happens.
Meanwhile, looking at SK continuing to try to establish control over the spot side. Oh, that will be Leather getting the kill onto Suzy Sar.
And the Abyssal Dragon goes over to SK. So far, SK showing that they do have, they're alam mo ito yung dapat nilang gawin sa composition nila. Pag nasa Dragon area, pag naka-quad tank ka, mahirap pumasok if you're RR. So you have to take advantage of that. So you need to take objectives, you need to zone, and you need to kill off as fast as you can. So right now, this is what's happening though inside of RR. Yung advantage naman nila, they can assassinate easy like this. So Doggy, he's taking so much time to kill. Pero, wow.
That will be the lockdown. Meanwhile, looks like Leather gonna try to reverse thing. A lot of low health members on the side of Reindeers, and that will be 2 members down. Roller will successfully escape, but that ends in a 1-for-2.
And this is, of course, Chognar showing us na hindi lang ako tangke. I can dish out damage as well, even better than Fennec, and that's what he did. He got that double kill just through good zoning and just pure firepower.
And that's the tricky part. That's the deceptive thing about Chognar. He's a support tank, but the base damage that he has on his skills is actually quite sizable. So I think Red Reindeers, they have to take that into account, particularly in mga squishy members like Suzy Star on this Alice, as well as Roller on the Slims, just the general squishier members, until such time that they could have a little bit more of a safer defense.
That's right. And the power of the Chognar, of course, stems from when you use your ultimate as Chognar, you actually have unlimited access to your second skill, and that allows you to dish out so much damage. That's something that sometimes gets missed out when you look at Chognar, because if you can see Chognar, para siyang tank killer. Yeah. Alam mo yung sprite niya parang built to tank. So medyo nakaka-mislead siya minsan, and that's something that is an advantage to Chognar players.
A larger than life elephant right
That's
there.
right.
But yeah, he really brings the pain deceptively. But let's go ahead and see. Back into the game right now. Silent Knight slowly starting to establish a great lead. Looks like Red Reindeer is going to collapse on Leather. Though Leather might have been off more than he can chew. He's going to start to walk away. Here comes Super Elmer. Will they be able to take down this tanky Chognar? Looks like they will lead to much success, but still, a 4-man collapse to take down that one hero.
That's right. Konting bawi there on the side of RR, but someone is getting pinned down, and the blue tower, the second tower for mid is now destroyed. Oh, Super Elmer just stayed there for way too long. Wag kang tatambay sa ultimate Fennec or else you will suffer.
Yeah, I mean, that's the tricky part right there. Super Elmer getting locked down by 3 tanks coming in from SK, and that was actually a great maneuver coming in from Silent Knights, because like you mentioned, you don't want to stay in the ultimate of Fennec, because the tricky part about his Chain Hammer Cyclone is that if you're actually in the center, you get double damage.
Yeah, and that's what happened,
exactly.
Right? That was Arthur. He was like the main tank for RR, and he just got eliminated without contest. So, good job there on SK, keeping Arthur in the middle and allowing that to happen. Meanwhile...
Oh, that's going to be a full collapse coming in from SK. Vindicate takes quite a bit of damage right then and there. Make a Diamond gets the kill onto Vindicate. Looks like Super Elmer might be the next casualty too. He's going to back away. Luckily, walks out in the nick of time, but this may cost them a turret. Meanwhile, Inside plays the spit, pushing in the mid lane. Roller gonna come to contest. Here comes Eruption as well. Are they gonna try to contest Inside plays? Just gonna style his way out of there, and that will lead to a lot more objectives for Silent Knights.
I like that Inside knows the limits of this champion. Alam mo yung, padating na yung enemies mo, pero go ko pa rin ng go. Kasi alam mo makatakas ka naman eh. So, might as well chip this. He almost took that down, and right now, because of that, RR is in a hard position. Whoa. They were able to take down these turrets so easily.
Silent Knights just really getting overwhelmed here. And take note, we're not even witnessing a scenario in full 5v5. It's just the tanks going full collapse onto the squishy members of Red Reindeer. Meanwhile, Alyssa, you're going to try to walk it out. Look at how tanky Alyssa is before being taken down. And that's the tricky part. Oh no, Inside plays. Looks like he smells blood, wants to avenge his fallen comrades, but gets collapsed on, and that will be the ace for Red Reindeers.
Yeah, konting breathing room there for RR, but overall they're losing the rest of the map, and now super minions are gonna stream from the bottom and from the middle. They want to do something, and they're doing that in the form of the Abyssal Dragon. They want to get some of that global gold back, and somehow I hope this allows them to survive more in the coming fights.
But this is the tricky part right here. They were able to secure Abyssal Dragon. Pero Red Reindeers, they have a long way to go before they could reestablish control back sa side nila. Kasi
that's right.
Ang daming turrets na na-take ng Silent Knights. And with so many turrets taken, malilimitahan yung control ng Red Reindeers dito sa entire battlefield. And until such time, they could slowly dial back up. Oh, Alyssa getting a good shove up onto Vindicate before he could initiate. Leather gets the kill. The Chognar. Don't even call me a support tank, boy. I'm just dealing tons of damage.
Yeah, he's going hard on our analysis of a quadruple tank composition, because she is not showing up as a tank so far. He is doing so much damage to the rest of RR, and that is giving them such a hard time in defending. What is RR going to do to get back into this game?
Let's go ahead and see. Vindicate is up in 5 seconds. This could be a great defense for RR if they manage to succeed. Looks like SK going to rotate to the mid lane, though, saying that is the much more vulnerable lane to try to shove in. And that will be them. Okay,
yeah.
Medyo easy muna. Don't want to force it. Pero in the midst of that, they're gonna continue to clear out camps from the side of Red Reindeers. And malilimitan lang sila lalo sa potential nilang makabalik sa laro, or at least maintain equal ground
with
Silent
SK.
Knights.
Yeah, that's right. But SK right now dancing around the map. They know they can take anything they want right now. It's just that at least RR, compared to the last few games where we saw teams getting really locked into their base, they have more freedom compared to those. So that allows for more chances to do a comeback. So RR just has to keep it slow and steady and just wait for SK to make the mistake, a fatal mistake that's gonna be their ticket to get back into the game.
Oh, SK, they're starting to go for the Dark Slayer. If they secure this, looks like it may potentially go uncontested. Reindeers a little bit in too late to sniff that off. And this is going to be big for Silent Knights. They just need that one successful flash and they could potentially finish the game. And here they go. They're going to start to go for mid lane.
So with that regeneration, with that added damage overall to your skill set, it's going to be a lot more difficult to take down SK. And that gives them the freedom to just push to bottom lane. Meanwhile, Eruption, I think he did a good job. He managed that wave really well to stop the minions from reaching the tower. So medyo may konting alam mo yun, breathing room again for RR. So good job for Eruption, but what else can you do? How else can you get back into the game? SK is just knocking on your doors. They're waiting for you to come out, and they will pounce.
And Inside plays, makes a good maneuver by... As soon as Eruption pushes that out, goes straight for bot lane, jumps the wave in. Look at the damage on that turret. Nobody even getting a finger onto Inside Place because of all the frontline tanks. This could be the last fight though. Vindicate gets taken down. Meanwhile, Super Elmer, we might want to back away. There's only 3 members. Make that 2 members of Red Reindeers left. Silent Knights go straight for the Nexus, ladies and gentlemen. Ending the night with a clean 3-0 for the group stage. Both teams proceeding to the finals. Congratulations, Silent Knights.
Very impressive performance there from Mika, Doggy, Alisa, and the rest of the community players. I did not expect it to be that controlled from the composition that they ran. Like we said, the team with more tanks, they often come out on top, and that's exactly what happened in this fight.
And wow, that was pretty notable. And I like how utilizing the tanks just for their brute force as a combined unit while allowing Inside Place on the Fennec to go for a split towards the mid lane. And
props to Inzai.
Yeah, exactly.
Good split pushes.
I think that just shows the confidence na hinahayaan nilang si Inside Place na hindi siya magpapahuli when he goes for split pushes. And that's just confidence in your team right there. Pero, syempre, aside from Inside Place, ang ating MVP, no surprise either.